Hi, everyone. We're starting in a couple seconds. Okay. That's everybody. Let's go ahead and stand up. Let's go. Our ankles and our wrists. Good. Go ahead and switch. The other side. And switch. Okay, knees. Rotate in one direction. And switch. Good. Go ahead and squat as low as you can. Let's go our hips. And switch. Good. Move to our shoulders. And switch. Let's go our elbows. And go ahead and switch. Good. Wrists. Let's put our forearms together. And rotate the wrists one direction. And switch. Good. Let's go to our neck. And a couple more times. Go ahead and switch. Okay. Let me get the phone. So we'll do 1 minute of some sort of jumping cardio exercise, and then and have movements in between those exercises. Sorry, I'm getting my phone ready here. All right, so this is the in-between exercise. You're gonna stand up, you're gonna break fall, boom, right? And 2 shrimps, right? 1, and then switch, boom, 2. So you should be going back. And then you're gonna kick your leg up, boom, come up, or you could do 1 leg, then if you're having a hard time, 1 leg, and you're gonna pendulum your foot, boom, you're gonna come up, right? Come up in a squatting, and hop, 2 hops back, boom, boom, and then high knee. I know it's a lot, but you'll get it because we're gonna do a lot of it. So break fall, boom, 1 shrimp, switch the other side to shrimp, right? And then come up, 1, 2, hop, and then go back. Good. Everybody knows how to do shrimp, hop, right? And roll up, right? Yeah? So again, you're gonna be here, break fall, shrimp once, twice, roll up, 1, 2, boom. That will be, you'll do 10 of that. And then we'll do another round of jumping and running exercises. So the first exercise we're gonna do is, let's go ahead and just high knees. Again, you can do high knees, station high knees, or you can move side to side, forward, backward, even high knees around the room, right? So go ahead, get in position and go. Backwards, side to side, bring those knees up. High knees, high, high, high. 7 more seconds. All right, the drill. So break fall, boom, 1 shrimp, 2 shrimp, roll up, hop back, 1, 2, high knees. That's 1. 2. Jog in place when you're done. All right. Okay. Next one. Just jog, right? You could jog around the room, jog in place, jog sideways, right forward. But not only jogging, but I want to incorporate your arms, swing side to side, up and down, right? So we want to warm up our upper body and our arms too. So go. Do circular motion with your arms. Fast feet. Let's go. Fast, fast, fast. Fast feet. Okay. Regular jog. Okay, fast feet. Go, 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 go. All right, the drill. 10 of those. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. All right. Next one. Squat one side and then jump. So you can jump to the left, you can jump to the right, back and forth. Land, start with a squat, land in a squat. All right. And try to land as quietly and softly as possible. Go. right, the drill. Go ahead and take a sip of water. And if you have a belt, right, or some sort of a marker like it could be a towel, could be some sort of a shirt, it doesn't matter. All right. Actually, let's do a little bit of like hip mobility before we start. So why don't we do this? Start here. Go ahead and put your feet together. You're gonna inhale and then exhale, bend at the hips, come down. Hands on the ground. Go ahead and bend one knee, bend the other knee, back and forth. Making sure your upper body and your head is really relaxed and just hanging from off your hips. All right, from here, let's walk our hands into a plank, right? So make sure you're coming forward and your wrist is right below your elbows, and your elbows are right below your shoulders. So from here, let's go ahead and your abs are engaged. From here, we're gonna take a deep breath. And as we exhale very slowly, we're gonna descend. So come on down, elbows in. Good. Flatten your toes, right? Flatten your toes. And from here, let's sit back, keeping your arms extended here. Okay, coming forward into a plank again. And from here, we're gonna do 10 of this hip rotation. So you're in a plank and stay solid in a plank, making sure your shoulders line with your hips, right? And from here, you don't shift your plank up or down. So from here, you're gonna lift your right leg up as high as you can and swing it off to the side and bring it to where your right hand is. From here, open your chest, boom, really pressing your heels, the back heel down to the ground from here. And then you're gonna bring your hand back and then go back the same way that you came from. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch to the other side, right? I wanna do 5 per side, 10 total, right? So let's go ahead and get in a plank position and start with our right. So right leg up, go back, left, go back, right, go back, left, right, left, right, left. One last time, right, left. Go ahead, put your knees down, sit back, extend your arms. All right, so from here, let's do the same thing, coming in a plank, and we're gonna take a right, I'm gonna come boom to the right. First thing is I wanna put my forearm kind of inside of my knee here, and I'm gonna go ahead and collapse my knee outward, and I'm gonna press my hips, boom, down. The opposite hips down onto the mat, right? And I'm gonna look towards the post knee here. Good, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna put my back knee down. And from here, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand, both of my hands on the ground, and I'm gonna go and lift my foot off, and I'm gonna collapse the knee down and my back hips pressing down onto the ground. If this is what you can manage, great. If you wanna go a little bit farther, the same side arm as the post leg. Mine is my right, so my right hand's gonna walk out opposite from my right knee. Come back up. And then from here, let's go ahead and just sit back. I'm gonna lift my front foot off the ground. I'm gonna flex the toes towards me, and I'm gonna sit my butt back. You could go ahead and move that foot, the front foot around, right? Rotate it in one direction and rotate it the opposite direction here. And then you're gonna come forward, and opposite hand will come behind. You're gonna grab the back foot. So you wanna think about your post leg here, the front leg, and the back knee trying to touch each other. So you try to bring them together, right? Once you do that, you wanna go ahead and bring that back hip down onto the ground. But the whole time, the knee and the ankle are trying to reach each other. Good, let go. Let's go ahead and just swing this leg back. We're on our knees, so come up on our knees. Let's go on our left, boom. Again, we're gonna put our forearm inside the knee here, and we're gonna push, right, the left knee outward and our right thigh down onto the mat. We're gonna come back up, put the back knee down, both hands inside next to each other, and then I'm gonna go ahead and collapse my left knee, right? If that's all I can manage, great. If you could go a little bit farther, the same arm will reach opposite. Good, come back up. I'm gonna go ahead and place the other hand on the other side of the leg, and I'm gonna sit back. It's also good to line my belly, chest, and my upper body along that leg here. And you can lift the foot up, the front foot, and rotate it in one direction, rotate the other direction. Go ahead and come out of it. Opposite hand will reach the back leg. Now I want to think about the front foot and the bent knee trying to reach each other, right? So there's tension. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and bring my back, my right thigh, my back leg down forward the ground. Okay, release. Go ahead and come out of that. And okay. So couple drill before we, today we're gonna do double leg. Everybody is familiar with double leg takedown, right? Everybody? Yeah? Okay, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do a counter if your partner's got really good posture, right? When you're trying the double leg, and you're gonna switch to single leg. But we're gonna do the drills before we actually do the technique. So the first drill is, go ahead and start whatever. Let's start here, right? With your legs lined up next to each other, and you're gonna step one leg. I think everybody's kind of like advanced. Let's just go to an advanced version. So you're gonna start with your legs staggered, really low, right? If you're up high, you need to think about coming low and then coming forward, stepping forward, right? You're gonna step forward and you're gonna use the back leg to push you. So you're gonna come boom, right? You're gonna come forward and then your knee's gonna come down, boom. The minute your knees come down, the back leg will come lined up with the knee. And then you're gonna stand up and you're gonna go to a T. So you're going running forward and then an L, more of an L. So you're gonna come forward and then an L, boom. And then your posture's up, you're looking up, and you wanna imagine your head pressing against your partner, and then you're gonna go an L, sideways. So what I mean is, you're here, you're gonna come in, right? Make sure that you're coming down. You don't want to be up high. So you're here, lowering it down, shooting in, knees down. I'm breaking it down step by step, very slowly, right? But if you do a drill, it should be all connect really fast. Same line, you're gonna come up, head high, and then boom to the side. Like, so it's boom, line, boom, boom. So it's an L. I'm going in here, and then I'm gonna cut over. Right? So again, get in your stagger stance, get low, step in, knee down, boom, boom. Right? So give that a try. Do 5 per side. Making sure your posture is up, your upper body's up. Don't, right? When you're shooting, make sure, yeah. All right, real quick. All right, so now let's, you can bring a marker, right? You can bring a marker on the ground here. I'm gonna use my belt here. So when you do double leg takedown, you really want to think about like going past. If I'm the opponent and my partner's coming in through here, right? My partner really want to go think about like when they drive, they want to go drive past me, right? To really like make me step, because if I'm solid, I'm not moving. It's really hard to like move. So you really want to challenge their balance and make them kind of like lifting one leg and the going back. So to do that, you really want to think about like driving through, right? Your knees, when you penetrate, you really want to drive through your opponent's body. So to do that, it's really important that your front step, when you step, it has to be really close to the body, right? Another good thing to think about is you really want to kind of, when I teach the kids, sometimes I say like, let me get this way. I tell them like, you want to step where the shoelaces are. So that would be like your penetrating leg should be kind of in between here, right? So that means like the knee will drive in here. That means your body will drive through them, right? So to do that, I want you, wait, now I can't see have a marker. So you're here, you're gonna get down, and really the marker is where your foot is gonna boom, right? Is gonna step, boom. Your foot's gonna step on that marker, boom, and that's where your knee's gonna come down, step, and drive. Does that make sense? Yeah, everybody give me a thumb up. Yeah, so now the same drill, you're gonna you see, you're gonna get boom here, get down low, and when you shoot in, you wanna put your foot there. And then you're gonna drive, boom, boom, everything is the same. So I want you to create a marker where you're gonna step your foot, right? And really, where you step your foot, boom, you know, boom, boom, the second foot should be like kind of where the marker is, and when the drive should be on the same line as the marker. Does that make sense? Give that a try, yeah. The second leg should be close to the marker, and then when you drive, it should be going laterally with the marker. Yes, nice. Good. Good. Very good. Now I want you to think about when you're doing this is, okay, let me see, I'm gonna share a screen. Can I share the screen, Karen? I'm gonna share a screen because I wanna talk about the second leg when you come in, boom, you're here, you're going boom, and you're standing up. The second leg, right, the last leg that you pick up should be blocking. So let me see, share screen, this leg. So I showed this on Thursday. I'm gonna share just a portion of it, right? Look, so when the two hands should be behind your partner's knee, right? Good posture, and so, yeah. So you see your posture has to be up, head pushing, and then the second leg has to block the trailing leg, right? Otherwise, they're just gonna keep stepping. So making sure that when you're practicing, kind of imagine that the second leg is blocking. You have to block the leg. Otherwise, that leg would just they're just gonna keep moving, and you're never gonna take them down, right? So let's go ahead and do that with, minding your posture, right? Your head push, and then your leg blocking. So go ahead and drill a few more times of that. All right, so from here, let's practice the single leg, and then we're gonna put it together, right? So I want you to think about that. Next thing I have is like, you're trying to drive them, right, with this leg, right? I want you to think about your hand, boom. So one, it goes under, and then the other one goes over the leg here, right? So so just imagine you're holding a leg. So one is at the thigh, and then the other one. So the thigh, your palm is down. And the far back leg is like kind of at the ankle here. So you're here. So just get that grip. I'll show you the move in a second. We're going to do the drill, and then we're going to put it in a move. So here, you're going to have the leg here. So that's the hand movement. And then from here, the same side that you're kind of standing at an angle, right? It's the same side leg is going to kick back, and you're going to kind of dump, right? You're going to go down, and your shoulder, boom, dump. So you're holding here and then dump. So do that 5 times just to get the motion, and then I'm going to show you the video, and then we're going to practice together. Yeah. So really kicking that back leg back. You're going to go boom, boom, right? All right, so I'm going to share the screen and show the rest. Okay, hold on. So you try to do the double leg takedown, but for some reason, maybe you were too late with the second leg to block their standing leg, right? Or they're really good at the posture. For some reason, you couldn't get the double leg takedown. Now you're going to switch from that position into a single leg, and this is what it looks like. So you're going to go from there, right? And look, yep, see, they're skipping because you're not blocking that second leg. You're going to switch, palm up, palm down. And then you're going to use your shoulder, right? You're going to go boom, use your shoulder, and do that double leg takedown. So we're going to try that, but I'm going to stop that. But we're going to start out in a position, where in Jiu Jitsu and in Sen Chow, a lot of times we're gonna start with like a head control and an arm control right here, right? A lot of time. So we're gonna start out with a posture, just boom, head control and arm control, and they probably have the same, right? Whatever you're fighting, whatever. And from here, you're gonna go for a double leg, switch to a single leg. So from here, look, you're gonna come in. So I like to penetrate the leg in between, boom, with this leg, a lot of times on the same side leg as the arm, right? So the arm that's on the neck, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna penetrate, boom. See, this leg is up. I'm gonna keep it up. And I wanna think about hanging on their head here, right? Because if somebody's got the grip on my head and they're pulling down, what do I want to do? I want to fight, and I'm going to try to come up, right? So that's the idea. So you got the head, the arm. You're going to same side leg as the arm that's controlling the head is going to go boom down on the mat, and you want to think about hanging, really making it comfortable, right? The moment they like posture up, that's when this leg just trails because it's up already. It's going to trail, boom. And then the hand that's on the neck and on the arm will switch to the behind the knee, and boom, you got the double leg. Was that like a, yeah? So again, hand, arm, the same side leg is gonna go boom down, but I want you to think about bringing your elbow down, right? Your elbow down, boom. And then when they posture up, this leg is back there. So bring it up here, and then you're gonna just go from there, switch, and then to the L. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions? No? Okay, so give that a try a few times. Yep. So now from there, you're going to go try to do the boom, right? You come down, boom, posture, lift. And then you go here, and for some reason, they're super quick, and you can't block the second leg, right? And then from there, we're just going to go, our hands were behind our legs. It's this is going to go on the thigh, and then this is going to cup over the leg. And from here, I'm just going to go boom, right? Boom, like the video. Do people want to see the video again, or? No, you got it? So do the combination. Do the double leg with this, the head and arm control to a double leg, and then switch to a single leg. Boom. Yes. And yes. Making sure that the knee, the same side knee as the head control, goes down on the mat, right? You're here, boom, same side is gonna go down, boom, boom, and then just switch, boom, boom, boom. Nice, nice, nice. Everybody's doing well. Very good. Couple more times. All right, good job. Does anybody have any questions? The visual helps. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Melissa, you were there, I think, at that was Leticia Ribeiro, like Hawaii camp. Weren't you there, Melissa, at that one?
2017,
I think,
right? 3 years
yeah.
ago, I was there.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you. If there's no questions, Karen is going to take over the second half.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Michelle. I know you got to duck out for your
Okay.
other class. And I'm glad me and Mollii coordinate our outfits. I'm wearing
Oh, yeah.
my cut off 4 Element shirt too.
Yeah.
And Lainey's here. I just wanted to let you know because she came in late. Very
Hello.
exciting.
Hi, Lainey.
Yeah, very, very exciting. OG Sweaty Betty. Yeah. So we'll take a minute break, grab some water, and then we're gonna do kickboxing drills.
Cool. Coach Mollii, did you get your card? Mollii, did you get your mail?
No, what did you send it to? I'm over in Oakland.
Oh, I sent it to your
Oh, yeah. So I'm here today till Tuesday, but I will be back there on Tuesday or Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
There'll be mail
Thank
there.
you. I look forward to it.
All right, cool. See you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
let's get going for kickboxing. So we'll start with a little mobilization. I like to do different ones than what Mollii did. So let's do, she did some good legs and hips. Let's do, let's just start with this arm thing. It's good to do from time to time. So we're gonna do two things to work on extension. The first one is we'll do the sit-ups. So if you get on your back, these are punching sit-ups. So you're going to be coming up, we're gonna do 1 minute of these. You're gonna be coming up, punching across. So you're trying to punch as high as you can, but not just straight up, but a little bit across, like you were hitting a focus mitt or a Thai pad, so that you can get, and you can initiate that movement from your side abs. So you're trying to kind of crunch up to get height. So you're just gonna do that, alternate sides, you know, like in, you know, like those, someone's holding pads for you to hit, and you're gonna sit up and do 1 minute punching sit-ups. Let me grab the 1 minute timer. Where's the, right. Sorry, 1 minute, there it is, okay. Get set and go. There we go, there. All right, so now we're gonna do the, so we're gonna do an arm shoulder extension. We'll do 30 seconds of the lying on the back version and 30 seconds of the push-up version. Lying on the back version is very relaxing. So we're just going, you're on your back, but the movement is, and you're gonna alternate, and you can even hold it out for a few seconds. So on my back, it looks like this. Like all I'm doing is lifting from my scapula. I'm trying not to use my abs at all. I'm only using my abs to brace me so that I'm not moving my abs around. But I'm not like using any momentum. I'm trying to very slowly extend my shoulder joint to get more reach. So let's do 30 seconds like that. So you just alternate. So it's just, yeah, exactly. It's just like a couple seconds up here, a couple seconds up there. Well, when I first did this, I only got about 2 inches. Now I get more like 6 inches, but I've been practicing it. So if you don't get very much, doesn't mean you're not doing it right. So 30 seconds, no, not 30 minutes. You won't like that, that'll be really boring. You can start, I'll tell you when the 30 seconds starts, but you can start now if you want, and go. It should feel, you know, it's a muscle exercise, but it should feel a little more like a stretch. You're expanding your muscles range. Cool. All right, so now we're gonna flip over on our stomachs, then we'll come back to our backs and do one more thing there. We're gonna flip over to our stomachs and do a push-up with the same, that's just a scapular push-up, so I'm not gonna bend my elbows. I'm gonna go as far as I can go, just contracting my shoulder blades. So I'm just trying to bring my arms back now, you know, in the push-up position. You can do it on your knees as well, or in a full push-up, but I'm just trying to do a locked out arm push-up where I'm just contracting trying to bring my shoulder blades as far back as I can. So again, the push-up looks like, see how my elbows aren't bending. I'm trying to keep a good plank and just lower myself with my shoulder blades. So 30 seconds of that, and go. Yeah, it might just be small if your shoulders are tight. You're just trying to get them sort of greased up. Trying to really bring your shoulder blades together at the bottom and then kind of spread them away from each other at the top. Good. All right, last thing on your back, then we're gonna start punching. This is, we did this last week, it's kind of miserable. This is a kind of a weird bridge. This bridge is to work on your inner thigh strength, which is important for stabilizing your legs with all the twisting that we do for kickboxing and grappling. So the way this plank works is I'm going to bend my knees just a little. I'm gonna put this further back. I'm gonna bend my knees, not like, yeah, like as little as I can and still make the exercise work. I can't, some people I know could do it like this, but I don't do it that well. Like I need a little more leverage into my feet. I'm gonna flex my feet. I'm gonna push my, and then I'm gonna tighten my legs together. So I'm gonna squeeze my thighs as hard as I can. If you don't feel after the first time you do it, or as the first time you do it, if you don't feel your inner thighs and hamstrings working, you can internally rotate, kind of try to take your thighs and go like that with them, like turn them in. I actually don't like that modification because I tend to be that way a little bit anyway, so it's too much. But if you know that you sort of are externally rotated in your legs, you might need to kind of turn your legs in a little bit. But otherwise, you're just gonna clamp your thighs and your feet together. Everything here is touching, so it's not spread out at all. So I'm clamping my thighs together, I'm clamping my heels together, I'm clamping my knees together, and then I'm gonna lift, and I'm trying to lift, kind of keep my knees clamping and lift almost from my inner thighs. I'm trying to use those to bring my hips forward. So I'm not using my back so much, or my butt that much. I'm using my front side of my body to kind of lift me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold that plank for 20 seconds, 3 times. So after that, your legs should be really activated when we do the kickboxing moves. So again, get in this position, you bend your legs like at a pretty moderate bend, not a really high bend. Flex your feet, clamp your legs together, and then when I say go, you're gonna try to lift from almost like from the front of your groin or from the front of your clamped together legs. So get set and go, come up. You don't have to come up super high, but try to get the height from your legs, not from your back for this plank. Like constantly trying to see how high you can get your quad muscles, how high you can get the front of your thighs. Push your heels hard into the ground, press your feet together, come down. Rest for a few seconds. And get set and come up again. Same thing. Keep squeezing your thighs like as hard as you can. And then try to use that squeeze to generate the lift. Nice. All right, shake it out for 5 seconds. And last one, go. Keep pushing. All right, and break. All right, good. So you can come up. We'll start punching. Do you guys feel that in your thighs? Hopefully, in your thighs. If it's working right, good. So I really like that. I'm trying to work on that stability a lot because that really helps support your knees and things when you're doing all the pivoting. So so now we're gonna do the pivoting. We'll do a couple 1-minute things just to practice some different punches. Let's do 1 minute of jabs. So when you're doing the jabs, you're trying to launch off. I'm doing it southpaw because I demo better southpaw. But when I face you, I do it southpaw to mirror you anyway. But I'm launching off my back foot, my strong side. I've got my my less strong side forward, and I'm gonna launch off my backside foot, but I'm gonna step first with my front foot. So the step is like this, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I launch off my back foot, step with my front, 1, 2, and then I bring my back foot with me, 1, 2. The jab can come on the 1 or the 2 for that. So I can go 1, 2 with the jab, or I can go 1, 2. That second one is good to kind of screw up people's timing, and also it lets you do doubles, because then you can add on to it. You can kind of go 1, let me do it right, 1, 2, bam. So you can kind of add a second one to it. When you're doing this, your weight should always be on the front foot. So for jabs, your weight never transfers, to the back foot. Your weight never transfers to the front. I'm on my back foot the whole time. And think about if you could throw a cross. So at any point, you should be able, for this particular jab, to throw a cross. So you can do 1 or 2 things. You can just jab for a minute. Just every jab is a step. Or if you want to double and triple it up, you can. Just mostly be jabbing. Don't be jab, jab, but you can go jab, 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 jab. So if you're doubling, tripling it up, still try to keep it pretty continuous. Okay, so we're gonna be 1 minute, jabs. Make sure to keep your chin tucked. Make sure to keep your backside hand, your right for most of you, keep that hand high, don't let it drop. Keep your chin down. All right, and go. 1 minute, just moving, throwing continuous jabs. So your weight should really be loaded on that back foot. Good. Jabbing, chin down, right hand high. Not letting your elbow flare. Elbow is tight when you're not punching. No. All right, next, and break. All right, and then let's also review the twisting footwork for the cross and the hook. So so when we're throwing these punches, and the slip as well, we're turning either, if I'm turning my, I'll show my feet, not my face right now. If I'm turning my right side forward, I'm gonna pivot my right foot. If I'm turning my left side forward, I'm gonna pivot my left foot. Let's do 1 set of those together. So I'm gonna say, since we have some people southpaw, I'm gonna say back and front. So when I say, I'm just gonna say right and left, and southpaw can reverse it. Is that okay? That's what I usually have to do. Just so I think I'm gonna say back and front, you can figure it out. So back means the side that is your right, if you're right-handed, or left if you're left-handed. So when I say back, you're gonna pivot your back foot. When I say front, you're gonna pivot your front foot. So let's do like 10 of those together. So, so back, front, back, front, elbows tight, good, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Good. So that pivot that we were just doing, we're going to use it as the slip as well as the punch. So it's going to be both, the way you would evade punches and also the way you would throw punches, straight punches, and actually the hook. So you can throw everything out of that shift. Eventually you're not going to do it that robotic, but you have to learn that back and forth. You don't be that predictable, but everything comes out of that with that pivot. So most of your footwork. So let's do 1 round. Let's do 1 round that's 2 minutes of the where we're pivoting If I say slip, you just pivot. If I say punch, let's throw cross hook. So if I punch, cross hook, just cross hook, cross hook, cross hook, rear side cross, front side hook. And if I say slip, slip, and if I say sprawl, you sprawl. Everyone here knows a sprawl. Any sprawl you like, or a burpee, if that's more comfortable for you. Okay, so get set. So why don't we start slipping? Not 3 minutes, just 2 minutes. Okay, and go. Ooh, that wasn't very loud, but go. So we're slipping. All right, punch. So you're not pivoting like all the way so you're facing 2 directions. You're always facing the same direction, but you're pivoting just one shoulder and then the other shoulder is coming forward. It's not a full all the way pivot to like face behind me. Actually, yeah, we're gonna actually do that today. All right, slip. Sprawl. After you sprawl, come up and punch. Every time if you sprawl, come back punching. Sprawl. Slip. Still pivoting your feet. Sprawl. Back punching. Sprawl. Slip. Punch. Sprawl. Slip. Sprawl. Go ahead, punching. Sprawl. Slip. Punch. Sprawl. Sprawl. Slip. Good, nice. All right, so now we're going to let's do this with the chair first. We're going to grab a chair. So grab a chair, or if you have, these are the things you can use for this. You can use a chair, you can use the wall, you can use a heavy bag. You know, some of you have a bag, standing bag. Grab something that you can hold on to balance. We're also gonna kick the thing, but we'll figure that out in a second. So we're going to do a roundhouse kick drill, and this is the drill for, we do a lot of head kicks on the chair because they sort of work, you know, more with the chair, but we're gonna do this drill for the basic round kick, like the more typical but round kick, which is the body kick. And that one, you're not actually doing this part. You're hitting with your shin, and you wanna really bring your hip through. This is where I'd be hitting. I'm hitting you with this. So if I'm throwing a proper body roundhouse kick, there's an extended one. That would be like if I want to slap you with a solar plexus or something and get through a little spot. But otherwise, I want to hit you with my shin. So to practice that, you know, if I'm kicking this chair, I want to hit it with my shin. So so to practice that, we're going to do this. I'll show you with this way, and then I'll show you my feet too. So I'm going to come up. Let's see. Actually, we're going to do something different. We're going to actually do the full pivot, but we're going to bring our hip forward. So notice my hip, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to really bring my butt forward like we were doing in that plank. That's what creates the power of the power roundhouse kick, as opposed to the reachy roundhouse kick, but the full power roundhouse kick. So we're going to do 1 minute on each side. If you have a heavy bag, I know some of you do, the way to do this is to reach up, and you could like alternate back and forth, 1 and 1, is to put your weight into the bag. So not a real kick, but like trying to place your leg there and then bring your hips through. So any variation on this where you're working on setting up a roundhouse kick and then really, really pushing your butt and hips through, not straightening your leg. We're trying to hit with our shin. So let's do, any questions? So let's do 1 minute each side. So get set. And wait, that's not it. Okay, now this is it. And go. Let me show my, keep going, but let me show my feet as well. My foot is, my standing foot is pivoting out to allow my hip to come through. Really focus on pushing that hip as much as you can. You're trying to slap the person with your hip bone. All right, good, switch sides. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna, if you have a chair, you're gonna turn the chair around because we're gonna kick onto the chair now to practice the switch step. I like to put a pillow there to make it a little easier. If you don't, you can do this in the air. You can do it onto a couch. You can do it. You could do it in the air. If you have the bag, you can do it onto the bag. So let me know if you have trouble finding a place to do it. I definitely think you can just do it in the air. You can do it onto your bed or your couch. So what we're gonna do now is just work on the switch step. The switch step looks like this, because then we're gonna practice a couple things with switch steps. So a switch step is when I pull my leading leg back, I step my other foot forward. So I'm gonna use left and right. I know we have at least one southpaw like me, but if you're orthodox, I'm gonna pull my left foot back, I'm gonna step my right foot out, and I'm gonna use, now I'm in the roundhouse kick position. So I can, and then I have to step back. So I have to go, as I remove it, step, step. So I pull this foot back, step this foot out, kick, step, step back. Or southpaw looks like this. I'm going to pull my right foot back, step my left foot out, kick with my right foot, and then step, step back to my stance. So again, I retract my front foot, step out my back foot, pivot to kick, and come back. So let's do, check my time to see how long we should do this for. Let's do just, let's alternate, you can do one or two things. So you can either just work on the switch step. We're gonna do a 2-minute round. You can either work on the switch step, so you can just, just be working your switch step over and over. If you don't have a chair, you can do it in the air. So you can go kick, step, step, kick, step, step. And then let's, so that's one. There's 3 options. Maybe 3 options. Option 1 is that. Option 2 is put it into a combination. You're gonna add a jab and a cross. So I'm gonna go jab, cross, switch step, bam, bam. Jab, cross, as I retract the cross, switch step, bam, bam. And the third one is to alternate that with the same thing on the other side, the jab, cross, hook, regular, backside roundhouse kick, non-switch step. Hook, kick, jab, cross, hook, kick. So if you're very familiar with the switch step, you might want to do that where you go. So that person is going to go jab, cross, hook, kick, jab, cross, switch step kick. Jab, cross, hook, kick, jab, cross, switch step kick. So basically you could just work the switch step. You can work the switch step with the jab, cross, or you can do both combos depending on how much you need to work your switch step specifically. Okay, so get set. Your 2-minute round. I'll watch and see how it's going. And go. So for the switch step, the combo will be jab, cross. Because you want to throw your right side hand before you do the switch step. So it'll be left, right, left kick. Left punch, right punch, left kick. 1, 2, roundhouse kick. Good. All right, cool. Okay, so you can put your chair away. Now we're gonna put that into some combinations. Okay, so here's timer. Here's the combination we're gonna do. It's gonna be jab, cross, switch kick, kick. This kick, I guess in the air, it may end up being a little more of this type of kick because the power one really has to go through and retract from something. So jab, cross, switch step, kick. I'm gonna, wait, I switched my stance. That's why that didn't work. Jab, cross, kick. And then I'm gonna bring this foot down. Hold on, let me, I keep doing it different stances, so I'm confusing myself. Let me make sure I get the combo right. Let me do it orthodox. It's weird though. Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, I just wanna make sure it's the most realistic. The way I'm doing it's a little weird because of the lack of a person to kick. So let's do this. So let's do it as, so you're gonna throw jab, cross, I'll do it southpaw. Jab, cross, switch step, kick. I'm gonna come back, 1, 2. God, I keep confusing myself with my stance. There, I'm gonna come back to my stance. Bam, bam. Look at my feet. It's funny not doing it on a person. That's why I'm confusing myself, and then I keep switching my stance too. But so I'm gonna switch step. I'm gonna bring this foot down, bam, bam. So it's, when you're doing it without a person, you can kind of just bring it to the ground, but the odds are the person would be right there. So that's why I keep, it's not quite realistic, but I'm gonna kick, bring this back, so it looks like this. So that I get back to a regular stance. Because if I just drop right here, I'm gonna be on top of them. I don't want that. So I've switched my stance, bam, 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 and then I'm gonna end with a cross. So it's jab, cross, kick, switch step, kick, step, step, cross. Variations are, you know, you can do less of it. So if you just want to do jab, cross, switch step, kick, that's plenty. If you want to add cross, hook, cross at the end, you can add that. Jab, cross, kick, cross, hook, cross. So any of those combinations. So
Karin,
yeah.
So we do the kick, we set the kick down in front. So we're in reverse stance and we take
No, so it's since you kicked with your lead leg with the switch step, but this is where I was messing myself up, you're back down in same stance, in your regular stance. The problem was that without a person there or a bag, you can actually just put it right down, but that's not actually realistic. Normally you'd fall on top of the person. So I was like, why are we doing the step back? And I was like, oh, right, because there'd be a person there. So that's where I was confusing myself. Because you could just go kick, punch, but like there's gonna be a person there. So they won't be in the right range. So you have to go kick, back yourself up a little bit, and then, you know, bring your foot back, you know, the way you would kick this normally if you were kicking like with the chair, would be, I'd switch my stance, kick, step, step. But without the chair there, I was kind of going kick, step. So that's why I was like, why do we need that step? But that's why. So, because you have to like back away from the thing you kicked. So it's switch your stance, step, step, cross. And it could be cross, hook, cross. So whole thing, one more time. Sorry, that was confusing. Confused myself while I was showing it. Jab, cross, switch step, kick, step, step, cross. And if you want, cross, hook, cross. You can do just jab, cross, kick. Jab, cross, kick. If you want an easier variation. Okay, let's do, time to go. Let's just do one round of that, just practicing that combination for the round. If you are familiar with it, you can add another stuff to shadow box in between. You want to add some other punches or, you know, move around and then throw that combination. Jab, cross, switch step to front side roundhouse kick, and then end with a cross, or you could end with a cross, hook, cross, if you want a more advanced variation. Okay, get set. I'll watch. Jab, cross. Nice, Lainey. Looks good. Hey. Shh, stop screaming. Oh my God. Okay, looks good. Good. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna practice, because we've been working on switching our stance, which is kind of a weird advanced things to practice, and like to go to a different stance while you're fighting. And we've been practicing doing it from a slip this way. We're gonna practice doing it from a switch step as a fake. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I think the best way to set it up would be jab, get out of here, jab, cross. I'm going to switch step, just like I'm going to throw the kick. But now I'm going to throw a cross, cross, hook, cross. So, and then we can finish with a kick to get our stance back. So we're going to go jab, cross, cross, hook, cross. So the person hopefully goes over here or does this thinking it's a kick, because of course it's a kick, but actually you're throwing punches at their face. So again, jab, cross, cross, hook, cross. So I did a switch step, but I threw a punch after it. Now I've switched my stance, left, right, left. Like if you're right-handed, you've thrown left, right, switch step. Now I'm throwing left cross, right hook, left cross. And then I'll show you how to get your stance back in a second. So let's do 10 of those together. So we're gonna go, I'll count them out. So we're gonna do, again, jab, cross, switch, cross, hook, cross in our reverse stance. And then we'll go back to our regular stance. So 1, jab, cross, switch, cross, hook, cross. Bring your stance back. 2. I'll watch this one. 3. 4. And this is a full switch step, like you were going to throw a kick. Like you're doing the same switch step as if you're going to throw a roundhouse kick. 5. Nice. 6. Yeah, I'll just put it on my legs so you can see. 7. Okay, let me do it again. Stance. Back to your stance. 8. 9. And 10. Yeah, so it's really a fake because I've thrown my jab cross and then I throw, and that should be a kick, but it's not gonna be a kick, it's gonna be a punch. So this is a type of fake. So we're gonna end it with left roundhouse kick. This is a good way to set up a rear side roundhouse kick. Is a switch stance combination. You know, so instead of switch your stance, throw the kick, you switch your stance, throw a couple punches, and then throw the kick. So we're gonna go jab, cross, cross, hook, roundhouse kick, and let's have it bring us back to our stance. So we'll go, I forget what stance I am. So I've got my left foot forward, jab, cross, I switch step, now I'm in southpaw. I throw cross, hook, in southpaw. I throw my left or my back side, my opposite, usually side roundhouse kick, and then I use that to end up in the front. So as I throw it, you know, I kick the person, and I come back to my regular stance. And if you're ready for more for that, also add 2 jabs at the end, because right after that, you're gonna wanna start defending. So again, the whole thing is jab, cross, switch step, cross, reverse stance, cross, hook, kick, come back to your regular stance, jab, jab, back. Again, jab, cross, cross, switch step, cross, hook, rear side round kick, and then back to regular stance, 2 jabs to back up. One more time. Jab, cross, switch step, reverse stance, cross, hook, kick. I'm back to my regular stance, jab, jab. If you want to shorten that in any way, always go ahead and shorten it to just work on the part that is, you know, you're learning. So get set. We're just gonna, this will be the last thing. We're just gonna do a 2-minute round, working that combo. Same as last round. You can do it continuous or throw some other things in. And go. We keep doing it wrong. Once you get comfortable with it, try to sell that fake more. Jab, jab, cross. Try to make it a little more explosive out of the switch step. Only if you're familiar and comfortable. Nice, good. Okay, we're at time. We're gonna do like a 2-minute meditation. This is optional. If you can't stay, then you can go on out at this point, but otherwise, we're gonna meditate for a couple minutes. So grab a spot to sit. Okay, so we're going to, nice mat. That's a good mat. I'm gonna find out what kind. I also want a mat so I don't sweat on my carpet. I relate to this issue.
Same here.
Yeah, I knew Lainey was, you were like asking about one on Women's Grappling Network, right? About getting a mat? You were. I was like following because I've been like looking to see if I can get a good workout mat so I'm not all sweating on my floor all the time. I have a yoga mat, but you can't do this full thing on a yoga mat, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right, so let's get in a comfortable sitting position like this. And then you're gonna close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths through your nose. You can exhale through your nose or through your mouth if you're still trying to catch your breath. Just trying to get yourself kind of centered and get your body calmed down and your mind calm. And then let's do the counting breathing. So what you could do is inhale for any count you want. Like if it's 4, you would inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 8 counts. So it doesn't have to be 4, it could be any number, but you're trying to inhale and hold for 1 amount of time and exhale for twice as long. So let's just work on that for a few minutes, or less than a few minutes. And then you could release that breathing pattern and just try to breathe naturally, trying to keep your mind really still, and any thoughts that come into your mind, trying to just let them float by and not get involved with them. Okay, so take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. All right, you can open your eyes. We're gonna take our hands and we're gonna rub our palms together, generate some heat between our hands. And then rub back on our ears like this. All right, and again, rub your hands together. Let your palms get warm. And then rub the back of your neck. And then you're gonna clasp your hands, twist back to one direction, look over your shoulder. Other direction. First direction. Second direction. Right, and then you can bring your feet out and you can rub your thighs. Rub your calves and shins. Rub your feet. Just waking everything back up. I know that was a short meditation, so we don't always need it, but it's good practice at the end. And that's it. Thank you guys.
Thank
Really
you.
excited that Lainey could join us today. Kathy invited her. Kathy's not here today, but she'll be happy you came.
Next time.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, come back next time. We also do this on Thursdays through 4 Elements, and it's the same exact class. So if you want to know, it's Thursday evenings at 5 to 6:30. Message me and I'll give you the info. Or you can, or you can just do it on Sundays.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
good to see everyone. Bye.
Oh, before we leave, when I was doing the meditation, I was just feeling so grateful for our group. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate that, and that I'm just surprised every week that you guys show up and do this with us.
It's
So,
awesome class.
really,
I do half of it. It's great.
huh?
It's an awesome. I do your half every week, so I know what people.
I know. So I really appreciate it, and I just like it's really has been kind of a grounding thing for me every week. So thank you. I wanted to let you all know that.
Thank you to our coaches.
Yeah, thank you guys.
you.
Thank you guys so much for. I agree. It's so. I really appreciate this that we're all.
I'm gonna get
safe.
all emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, appreciate that we're not, that everyone here is like wants to do this online, even though it's not as fun as in person.
Yeah.
Keep ourselves and everyone safe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still really fun. And sorry, I realized I forgot to unmute. I forgot to mute after, which means I think everyone heard me talking to your cat. So.
Oh, really? I didn't hear it. That's
I
awesome.
didn't hear it either.
You should talk to her. She's so loud. So loud. And She does it normally sometimes, but it's always when I'm working out. That's when she starts it because she wants me to play with her as soon as I start working out. She has a toy she wants to play with. So I'm like, she'll just be
Cheering you
chilling.
on.
What's that?
Maybe she's cheering
Yeah,
you
maybe.
on.
No, she's like, meow, meow. And I'm like, okay, what?
You're
Like,
doing that incorrectly.
yeah, I know. She's it. She's like, hard work. You call that a push up? More.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's
funny.
funny. She's like, you're
Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I-
Molly. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Great to see you.
Bye.
Take care.
So